Hi everyone, this is Margarita with CityGal Papeterie. Thank you for joining me today, and I wanted to start my annual Christmas card recycle series. I am going to pull out a bunch of cards that I'm going to recycle into a tag flip. And then I'm also going to have another video on just recycling them to make new cards. So I hope you stick around for that. But if you want to see me create a Christmas tag flip using recycled cards, that is what I'm going to be doing today. And I hope you will try this with me. If you have old Christmas cards that you would like to recycle, this is a great way to recycle them and have a little memento of your cards. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of these older cards that I have. I always have tons and tons of Christmas cards because my husband tends to get them from his workplace. And so I always have a bunch of cards that I can use to recycle. You could also get like the cheaper type of card packs from like the dollar store or from, you know, the drugstore. They tend to have those like more inexpensive packs of cards. If you wanted to try something similar with different types of cards and you don't have anything to recycle with, you can also do that. That's an option. So I like to start by just pulling out all the cards that I want to use. And I'm definitely not going to be using all of these, but I will be using hopefully quite a few because I have so many. And so then I begin by just seeing what I can recycle from each of them. Like for example, this one, I'll probably cut this shape out and then use that. It could be a tag on its own. Yeah, the back of it is blank, so I could definitely use that. And then I'm trying not to have the message inside show, but there's also some patterns here on the top of the paper that I could cut out. There's nice like little metallic border at the top. And then yeah, and then this one, this itself could again be a tag. Same with this one, same with this one. And then for other ones, I might, like for this one, I might cut out the letters. I even have a lot of like repeats. I think I've used one of these before in a past video. And some tape on here. Yeah, this too, I could probably cut this out and then use that. This one, I could probably make a tag just from the tree. This is great for cutting out the little elements and then using them individually, as well as the banner here. Same here, like if you don't think you're going to use this, it would be nice that I kind of cut this out here if I know that I'm going to use that. I might cut the shape of the dogs out and then use that in something else. Who knows, I could probably use that. This is so cute, the little penguins making a little tree shape. I might cut this out, just the Merry Christmas, and then cut them out separately or leave them on a little square that I could back onto some contrast paper or pattern paper and then use that on the front of a card. Oh, look at this one, how cute. I don't even remember what I have. This is adorable. Something like this I might cut like just circles around the houses and then like put them on another card layout. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at that. It's so dimensional. Can you see that? It has like jewels on it. So for this one, I might cut this out with a border and try to keep all of the little pieces intact. These are great for cutting out the words and then using them as your sentiment on other cards. And so I'm going to just go ahead and go through these and cut out elements that I want to use in my tag flip, and then we'll move on to the next step. Once I'm done going through all of the cards that I want to use and cut up and recycle, this is what I have left. I have some elements. These are pockets for like money or gift cards. Over here I have sentiments that I've cut off from the cards, and then some little pieces that I could use to embellish with. And then I also have like strips of paper that I could use to embellish as well, like these metallic papers. It's usually hard or expensive to buy cardstock that looks like this, so I definitely take advantage of grabbing whatever blank pieces I could use in a project. And then any little like images like this. These are the banners that were on the inside of one of the cards. Here's another strip that I could use, some more wording, more patterns, more wording. And then I'll use these like on the outside of cards. You could even use these on the inside of cards, depending on what you're doing with your card design. Then I have the backs of the cards here. So this is the part that you would write your message on the the inside of the card. This is the back of it. And then I use these as card mats. So this one has this message, but I could either use this as a card mat and then add some elements to this right here, like like that, and then maybe have something behind it, and then that would be a card front right there. So I save these. I could also use them as a mat, so I could use them to put something over it, for example like this, and then this would be the border. I could cut this down some more, and then it would the card back would be the card mat for the new card. I hope that makes sense. Some of them are matte finish, and then some of them have a sheen or shiny finish, and then some of them are even like pearly, like this one. But yeah, these are also good for stamping on. So it's a nice thick cardstock, so if you wanted to stamp on there, you could do that as well. Definitely get a lot from recycling older cards. These are my card fronts, right? So I've saved some of these. I'm gonna do some fussy cutting with, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut this guy out of here. I might also use some dies to make some shapes, maybe some heart shapes or some tag shapes. One last thing, I also like to save these pieces. So if you have cards that come with the little gift card notches and there's nothing written on it, obviously this one is just clear, so you could use this on another card to add a gift card spot on your new card. So if I had, let's say this is the inside of my card, I could just add this. I would cut it to size, and then you'd have a little spot to add a gift card if you wanted to do that. So these are also good to save if that's something that you would want to use them for. And then I also like to keep certain envelopes that have like nice metallic paper, or if they have like the lining on the inside. So see, this has nice gold paper on the inside. I could use that as well. Or they sometimes come with like pattern paper. The inside of this envelope is a nice pattern. So I use everything. I use whatever I can get from these. I definitely use as much as I can. I pulled out my Big Shot, just my Big Shot here. And I'm gonna use some dies. I have a bunch of dies here. I won't be using all of them, but I pulled out whatever I thought I would be able to use to cut out some of the stuff for my tags. For the most part, I use these out of convenience because they're here, I have them, so I want to get use out of them. But if you don't have any particular shape, like obviously I don't expect people to have these, but if you wanted to get this shape, this is just a rectangle, this is a tag, this is a hexagon shape, it's not impossible to recreate your own version of certain die shapes. But like I said, if you have shapes at home, whatever you have at home is what you want to use. I'm going to use what I have because I do like to use my supplies. So I'm all done with my die cutting. I have all of my elements right here that I'm going to be using. See, I die cut this from one of the cards, and I decided that instead of a tag flip, I wanted to do a tag accordion. So I pulled out a 12 by 12 sheet of craft paper, and I've never done this before, so I will be creating this on the fly. But I'm gonna fold this in 3 equal, I'm gonna fold it, first of all, I'm gonna fold it in half. Let's do that first. So let's fold it in half. Just grab a scoring tool. Okay, so I have folded my paper in half. I am now going to take a scoreboard because it's easier, and I want to score at 4 inches, right? Because I've got 12 inches here. I want 3 equal rectangles, so I'm going to fold it. I'm going to score it at 4. Okay. Let me do it on this side as well since it's folded down. Alright, I'm going to flip this over and then score again. Alright, so there are my lines. Okay, I'm just scoring this all nice. Oh. Alright, so there we go. I'm gonna have to cut. I'm gonna cut from this point here all the way to the edge. And I will show you why in just a moment. Okay, so now I can have all of my tags together instead of having three and three. I now just have all of them on here, and I could even attach these two, so this will just be a flap. Yes. All right, so I'm actually going to make a pocket from these two, but before I do that, I want to cut my corners to make this a tag. So to do that, I am really just gonna I'm just gonna mark here and here where I want to cut it. And I guess that would apply for this side as well. So I'm basically going 1 inch from the corner in both directions. And then I'm just going to cut it so that those 2 points meet. I'm going through a lot of layers there, so just be mindful of that. Okay. All right, now let me attach my pocket here. The bottom is already attached, so I'm not going to be adding glue down there. I'm only adding glue right up to this point, and then I'm going to leave this side open. Alright, so there is our little tag flip with the center pocket. Now I'm going to grab what I have here, and I'm going to try and see how I want to start decorating it. I think before I do this, I'm also going to punch my hole here for my tag, for my ring. Okay, there we go. So now they have their hole all in the same spot. And we can begin decorating.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark streets shine
So here's our finished product. I've put all the embellishments in there. I did them all just one-sided, so I didn't do the back side. Obviously you can, if you have more elements you want to put on there. I wanted to save the rest of my elements for making cards with, so I stopped at just the fronts of each of the tags. But I made this little tassel here, and then it's on a ring that you can open up pretty easily and take out. And so there's some little charms, a tassel, a little key, and then here's a bow that says "'Tis the Season" with some lace and ribbon. So here we have the first tag. And I like that I can see the scallop on the other side, from the other side. There's the second one and the third one. Here's our pocket. I didn't put anything in there yet. These are 4 and 5. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These have a little bit of dimension to them. And then this is the last one. And like I said, you could continue on the back. You can make, you know, 4 more if you wanted to. But I like this. I like how it turned out. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to put in the pocket. I might just seal it up if I don't find anything to put in there and just, you know, just leave it as just the tags. But I like this. I like how it came out. I like that I was able to add dimension and it's still pretty good. Like, it still closes. And I think it's really cute. And then I'm going to put my ring back on there. These little plastic rings I got from AliExpress a while back. But yeah, so that is it. I really enjoyed making this. I had a lot of fun. I love the end results. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas for using some of your old cards, Christmas cards, recycling cards. And I hope to see you back for the next one. Bye.